9.
Nina's mother took the statement, and her eyes widened when she saw the total. "How could it be so much?" she asked in disbelief. I gave her a meaningful look. "Lady, don't you know? Before our Montgomery family was bankrupted by Nina, we were actually quite well off. Of course, we couldn't compare to the male lead's family background. But compared to the average person, we could be considered well off." Eleanor lowered her head to examine the detailed statement. "But didn't Nina already pay it back?" I couldn't help but laugh. Over the past 20 years, Nina spent over $8 million on the Montgomery family. But what she repaid was only $500,000, not even enough to cover the loose change. And that was just the major expenses. I hadn't even accounted for the smaller, scattered costs. "Oh, right." I gave an innocent smile. "While Nina was staying with us, my parents also bought her an apartment downtown. I hope Miss Yen can return that as well." Seeing Nina's mother's face go pale, I couldn't help but chuckle softly. Nina has become quite a public figure these days. If this property dispute ends up in court, it wouldn't reflect well on her reputation, would it? After all, those with nothing to lose have nothing to fear. People like them care most about their reputation. I refuse to believe that her family would let their long-lost daughter's reputation be tarnished over a single apartment. Nina's mother quietly finished reviewing the stack of bills, then said, "These were created in Excel without a single receipt attached. How can we be sure, Miss Montgomery, that this money was actually spent on Nina?"
She paused.
"As for the apartment, if the Montgomery family really bought it, I'll have Nina return it. It's just an apartment. Our family is plenty." Ignoring her sarcasm, I calmly pulled a stack of invoices and a USB drive from my bag. "Here are the invoices for your review. You can also find the payment confirmations attached." I slid the invoices and USB drive across the desk to Eleanor. The USB contains photos and videos of Nina growing up. "Lady, given your extensive experience, I'm sure you'll recognize the brands of the clothes and shoes she's wearing in the photos." I knew Nina's family wouldn't pay up easily. Luckily, I was prepared. Nina's mother was at a loss for words. Impatiently, she called for the butler and handed him the items. "Take these and check them." I maintained a poised, practiced smile throughout. When Nina rushed back, Nina's mother was already arranging the transfer to my bank account. A total of $8.73 million, with the $500,000 Nina had given my brother counted as interest for inflation. "Perfect timing, Nina. Since I'm free today, why don't we go take care of the property transfer together?" I said to Nina with a smile. Nina looked puzzled. "What transfer?" Her mother pursed her lips. "Nina, Miss Montgomery is here to collect all the expenses from your time with the Montgomery family, as well as the apartment Mr. Montgomery gave you." Nina looked me up and down with a mocking gaze. "That apartment was a gift from Mom and Dad. What right do you have to take it back?"
10.
Nina's words disgusted me. I've never seen a female lead so shameless. "That apartment was a gift from my parents to their daughter. Now that you're the young lady of your biological family, surely you don't intend to shamelessly cling to our Montgomery family's property." But I had underestimated how thick-skinned this female lead was. She replied defiantly, "That apartment is a keepsake from Mom and Dad. I can't give it to you." "Fine," I nodded. "In that case, we'll settle this in court. After all, the Montgomery family is already bankrupt. What's dignity compared to money, right?" "Nina." Seeing I was about to leave, Nina's mother quickly gave Nina a look. "If the Montgomery family bought the apartment, just return it. I'll give you a few better ones later. During the transfer process, Nina wore a stony expression, as if someone owed her a fortune. But whether she was happy or not, I certainly felt satisfied. Back home, I handed the bank card and property deed to Leo. Bro, here's the cash and the apartment I got back from the Nina's family. Sell the place later. Every little bit helps with the debt. Leo held the card I gave him tightly and said solemnly, Sophia, don't worry. Your brother will make sure you live well again. I smiled and nodded. All right, then I'll be counting on you from now on. As the female lead's first love, Leo's abilities were beyond question. I believe he can make a comeback. Come to think of it, Nina's birthday was coming up. The lottery drawing happened to fall on her birthday. Bro, how much debt do we still have? I wish I had asked Nina for compensation sooner. Leo smiled and ruffled my hair. Don't worry about the rest. Leave it to me. It'll be taken care of soon. 11. As someone with a heart condition, I don't handle shocks well. But when Sebastian pulled his car to a stop right in front of me, I was still startled. The car was less than 5 centimeters away from me. For a moment, I thought I was about to be hit by his car. Clutching my chest, I tried to steady my breathing. Sebastian stepped out of the car and walked toward me. He grabbed my neck roughly. Sophia, have I been too lenient with you? Is that why you dared to cause trouble for Nina? Without thinking, I stomped hard on his foot and gasped, either we both let go, or we stay like this. Sebastian's face darkened like the bottom of a burnt pot, but he finally let me go. I coughed for a bit before finally catching my breath. The original host's body was truly frail. If Sebastian had applied just a bit more force earlier, I felt I might have met my end right then. Sebastian looked down at me with contempt. No one who bullies Nina gets away with it, Sophia. I heard your brother is starting a business? Do you think he'll jump off a building like your parents if it fails? Sebastian's words dripped with malice. I straightened up and met his gaze. Sebastian, go ahead and try. We have nothing left to lose anyway. If you push me too far, I'll burn the Ashford Corporation building to the ground. We can all go down together. Of course, I was only bluffing. No matter how desperate I became, I would never joke about innocent lives. But Sebastian's appearance served as a reminder. If I didn't give him some trouble, he'd come after Leo and me.